Hi and welcome to our first ever podcast. I finally convinced some Sabs to get involved. No, I'm joking. We want to do a podcast today to talk a little bit about anything and everything. Christmas is coming up, so I thought this is a great opportunity to talk about this time of year. I'm Hannah. I'm the Vice President Education. Luke?
Yeah, welcome everyone. Hopefully this is good and, we get some good information across as well. I'm Luke, the Vice President, Societies and Volunteering. So perhaps you've joined a society or some sort of activity and that falls under my remit. And you most probably know Tomos, obviously.
Hello everyone, I'm Tom Evans. I'm the Students' Union President and Hannah's finally convinced me to be on this podcast.
Seb?
And hi, I'm Seb Ripley. I'm the Vice President Heath Park campus this year. I would like to say I didn't take much persuading to come on the podcast, but hopefully you'll find out a little bit more about us.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's like get to know us and tell you a bit about what's going on because Christmas is right around the corner. I'm heading home this weekend and I don't know what you guys have planned.
Is this bad to say? I don't really want to go home for Christmas yet. Is that bad to say?
No, it's not bad.
At home, love my family, but I've got a single bed. And I'm not quite ready to relinquish that yet. So I'm kind of teetering on the edge of how long can I wait before my mum gets upset that I haven't come home.
Don't you miss waking up with your parents though? And it's all kind of.
You wake up with your parents?
But you know what I mean though? I'm waking up, your parents being around the house and singing and making breakfast.
No.
I remember my mum used to when I was doing my A-levels, she would vacuum right outside my door to try and wake me up. And this was at 6:30. She was like, oh, don't you want to go for a run with your dad? Vacuum.
I swear it's babies get used to noise like that and then they can sleep through it. So you're probably getting used to it and you're just oh, it's like a soothing sound.
I was going to say, Hannah, you're probably excited because of your dog.
I know. I've got a little puppy to go home to. Well, actually, he's coming up in his little car seat and then they come around shops, so I'm excited to go meet him. But I feel like I get excited to go home. And I don't know about you guys, I get home, I'm really excited to see my parents and my family. And then I get home and I'm like, oh, is this it now? Should I go back? You get fussed over or you get excited about change of scenery, especially in a climate like this. And then actually you want to go back, see your friends and have that independence.
Yeah, exactly.
The only people that like our own families, is that the trend coming through?
Only in small doses. No, I'm excited. I am, but not everyone's going back for Christmas, are they? And Seb, you'll know.
Yeah, so I'm going back on the 18th. So my housemates are here. They're on placement until the 18th, like a lot of students up at the Heath in medical and healthcare. I won't talk too much about that because that's miserable. But yeah, lots of students here until the 18th, and then heading back, hopefully with a test, and then heading back for Christmas. I'm quite looking forward to going back, even if it is late, just because it's a bit of a change of scenery from the bedroom, and then it'd be nice to just celebrate a bit of Christmas. My sister's coming down, so we can see her as well.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Oh, that is nice. I am excited.
Just going to say, it's one of those things, isn't it? You think of international students. I know there's a lot of international students staying. It must be so weird for them. I mean, a lot of them are coming over for the first time and, they're not able to go back to their country because, they need to isolate for 2 weeks and then they only have, a few weeks off. By the time they get some time off, they're back over. Isolate again for their studies. So it's a difficult time, I suppose, for a lot of people. Hopefully we can find some cheer in it. I know there's going to be different things for them to do.
Yeah, hopefully there'll be lots of other stuff for people to get involved with. And I know that, there are lots of activities taking place over the Christmas period, and hopefully soon we'll be able to have a big list of all of those things, like a big Santa's list of all the things that people are
saying a tick list
can do. Yeah, exactly. That would be lovely. Actually, that's such a good idea. We should do a
Christmas tick list.
You complete this.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, sign up for your Christmas hamper.
Yeah, exactly.
Christmas meal, because it's that's a lovely addition.
Yeah. Actually, the Christmas meal though.
I know.
I wish I was here for that.
On the 23rd, for anyone who doesn't know, 23rd, there's a Christmas meal complimentary from the university for those who aren't going home, which is really sweet. That would be a nice way of just having some celebration.
Yeah. I know you mentioned that the hamper as well there, Hannah. Do you want to talk a little bit about that for people who are staying?
Yeah, Tom probably knows a lot. Do you want to give an overview of the hamper?
I'm happy to. Yeah, so basically, student support in the university have procured or like made a selection of different items to go in a hamper, which you can order from the Marketplace app. So if those of you who don't know the Marketplace app, it's basically like the Deliveroo slash as the delivery of the university, and you get a big hamper full of lovely treats and hopefully some other well-being items as well. And they're delivered to your door if you're in halls, or you can pick it up from the SU and other locations if you're not living in university halls. But basically, it will have like some Welsh cakes. It will have some like different sorts of pork pies or like random things that you can just munch on during the Christmas period. Actually, I saw the list of like the original things that were going to go in there, and one of the first things is lava bread. And if I'm honest,
heard of this,
love
ever.
lava bread.
What is it?
It's like a Welsh delicacy. It's basically lava, which is like a seaweed, but you mix it together and you grind it down and you add oats to it and you fry it. And it's like when I was younger, we used to eat it with cockles. Cockles and lava bread was like a breakfast thing, and you put it on toast with like, it's lovely. Cockles are like a tiny little shellfish.
I love that.
But, yeah. So I was really excited, but obviously I don't know how many other people.
Yeah, I think it is like. I love things like when a parcel arrives and you don't know what it is or something. Like the hamper would be like almost like a little surprise of just some joy. And also on Marketplace, I haven't actually been on Marketplace, but I saw on the Instagram that they're like selling gifts as well.
Really?
Like Cardiff related gifts. Like it was like I don't know if it's local businesses or something, but it was like one of the Cardiff reusable cups and like random stuff like a little chocolate bar and things. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like
that's really nice.
I didn't
I've
know
seen
that was
Uni
something.
Catering are doing like little gift boxes for Christmas
Yeah.
with keep cups and all that sort of coffee and tea packages, which was quite cute actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That must have been what I saw because I was like, I not noticed that. But yeah, there are stuff going on. Like I kind of like think if I was in Cardiff for Christmas, like just like go to the market. Like have you been to the Christmas market yet?
No, I'm doing that tomorrow. What day is it today?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, Wednesday afternoon.
Is that the one in Cardiff, Tom?
In the castle.
Yeah, next to the castle.
They've still got the one. I thought the reason they put it in the castle was because they weren't having the one down
by City.
Like museum.
Yeah, and then I was in town on the weekend and I walked past it and it's really busy. There's loads of people there.
Are they doing Winter Wonderland this year?
I think that is Winter Wonderland.
The Winter Wonderland is in the castle or outside the castle.
Okay. Have they got the ice rink?
No, I was just going to say that. And did you know Cardiff was like the third city in Europe to have a skating rink that was like a path? Because it was like you like skate.
Really?
I think it was like the first place in the UK / the third place in Europe or something.
That is mad.
And I thought I was like, oh, because it was meant to go ahead, and then like the day before it opened, it was like it's not opening, and I was like,
well, they had one last year. They had I don't know if it was like a windy.
It was the path.
That
was the first one.
That was really lovely.
They haven't opened the ice rink this year.
No.
Oh, they haven't. I thought it was going to open.
Yeah, it was meant to, but I think obviously, like if you had like loads of people having boots, and then you'd have to ice it, like it just would probably be more than they imagined it to be.
Yeah, and I remember hearing that it was going to be like you'd have to be in single file, which kind of defeats the purpose of going with mates, like going ice skating with.
You imagine how many people are slow or fall over, like people gripping to the side, like me. I'm so embarrassed to go because I'm like I don't feel like I'd be confident enough.
Do you know what?
Everyone would want to just get on with it, and we'd be there holding on to the side. I've
actually got a phobia of skating. I remember when I was a kid, and when we went, someone put a hand on, fell over, and they had this finger sliced off.
Oh my gosh, that happened to my friend.
So ever since, I've had a phobia of skating. So I have never skated on Cardiff ice rink because of that.
I have a story for you, Luke. So 2 years ago, I went to the ice rink, and then I was trying to show off with, like, we were with I think it was like the Give It a Go exec at that point. I was trying to show off, and then just as we were leaving the ice rink, I fell over, and then the friend I was with skated right over my finger, and it's a scar that I have on my pinky. I'm not going to like press my hand right against the lens, but I've got a scar right on my pinky where the I got a laceration from the
you didn't lose your finger.
I know. Yeah,
God, we've got a lot of fingers.
Very fast.
That is my fear. Like I wouldn't mind if I swear if I could hire an ice rink, I would have fun and I'd skate around. But when there's people around, like,
are you that person that just holds onto the side? You'd see him
get the penguin.
Yeah. No, I don't hold on to the side. I just just get nervous that someone's going to knock me over and go over my fingers.
Yeah.
We
That's
should
rational fear.
Oh, we could have gone on like a Sab ice skating rink.
Yeah.
If it wasn't in this climate, Seb's like, couldn't think of anything worse.
Yeah, I can picture that going really, really smoothly.
What are you trying to say?
Luke could be cheering us on from the side as he refused to get off.
Yeah.
I'd get you tea and coffee as you got off and be like,
Oh, okay.
Done. Let's do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like a deal. I went last week and got a Christmas dinner wrap in the Yorkshire Pudding.
oh, I feel
That
it.
sounds amazing.
Honestly, amazing.
It'd have gravy on it as well.
Yeah, it had like gravy, stuffing, cranberry, turkey, like everything
In a wrap.
in like a
Yeah.
Yorkshire pudding wrap. And it was a bit messy. Like I would have taken wipes if I knew I was going for it, but it was good. And all the seating areas have heating outside.
That's something I love.
Yeah, because you can sit there and you can order to your table. Like, yeah, get all
That's
sorts.
mad.
But you know what? I think that's the one good thing that's come out of COVID. It's just
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, you just can be lazy. You can just like pick on your phone. But then I also feel like it's just easy. So if you wanted to order something else, you would just order it.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. You guys doing anything as like with your flatmates? Like Secret Santa or anything?
Oh, so
What?
we had Christmas dinner yesterday. What day is it today? Sunday. We had
In
Christmas
November?
dinner on Sunday. So we made
That
Christmas
looks
dinner,
amazing.
whole big thing for the house, which was lovely. And I bought Christmas hats for everyone. So we had Christmas hats.
Aw.
Even though I'm not really big on Christmas, I made sure I was really Christmassy on Sunday. And then we're doing Secret Santa, but exclusively socks. So it has to be socks.
I like that.
Yeah, I've got some good ones. They're going to arrive late, but I've got some ones. He'll get them before they're socks with his girlfriend's face on, because he always goes on about his girlfriend. Who's loving.
That is funny.
I don't know if that's creepy or nice.
Yeah, that is just funny.
It's definitely creepy.
I like the sock idea though, because I don't know about you guys, but like, so we've done presents in the house and we set a budget because there's only 3 of us. Secret Santa would be a bit awkward because we'd
Yeah.
figure out who got each other what. So
Yeah.
we'd just buy
Yeah.
both like each other just presents.
Mm.
But then like you're just like, okay, what do I get? Whereas socks is like you can do it for fun. It's just like a bit of a laugh and
Yeah.
a gift out of it, you know, and it's not as expensive and
Yeah, that's so true.
unless you buy personalized socks for people
Yeah.
on. I can imagine that's more expensive than anything else.
What is the best Secret Santa gift that you've received?
I've ever received.
I know.
What?
Received.
You're really excited.
I was like, nah. My last year, my friend, well, I don't know who, obviously it's Secret Santa, got me a chili bottle, but like the actual cup form, like the coffee cup. Oh my gosh, I would take it to lectures and like make it in the morning as I woke up. It would still be hot when I leave at like 5 o'clock. I wouldn't be able to drink it. And I was just like,
Oh my God.
great, this is an amazing product. I could never drink my coffee because it was so hot. Yeah, but it was the best thing. I love it. But
I
it's,
remember mine. I think it was last year, perhaps the year before last. I'm a major Nutella fan, and I don't know someone. No, I just love Nutella.
I love
And
it.
someone, one of my housemates, and I don't know who, would keep stealing my Nutella, and I'd always find like spoon marks. Well, they would obviously take spoons out of it and eat it, and I would be like, who's been eating my Nutella? Anyway, so
Was he double dipping?
yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I
know.
was thinking. That is, oh no.
let's not think about that now. 'Cause it really-
COVID safe, COVID safe.
no, this was before COVID.
But
Anyway,
before.
the Secret Santa, someone got me this massive pot of Nutella, but obviously it started getting dipped germaphobe, so I couldn't eat it.
You should
Once
have
I know
kept it in
some
your
people
room.
are double dipping things, I'm like, oh, you can just keep it. But to this day, I don't know who he was. But do you know?
That's terrible, Luke.
Yeah, you do get housemates. Like I've seen, like on Overheard, like household arguments where people just take cutlery and keep it in their room and stuff.
Oh, go on, Tom.
I have a friend who will.
You have a friend?
Nameless. I know, just
Yes, I have a friend.
not after this story, but they used to, in first year, no, in second year, be so terrible at washing up but they would just take other people's cutlery into their room, use it, and leave it there. And after I don't know however many months, they would just take all of the stuff that they'd used and just put it in the bin and just buy new stuff. And so people in the flat just lost cutlery, lost plates.
Oh my
They were
gosh.
like, oh my, where's my stuff gone? It's so weird. I swear I washed it up. But little did they all know that they were just using them and chucking them away. It's awful.
First year, and this person made me watching, and they'll probably, it's funny now. And I lost a glass, and I was like, where is this glass? Like, I had 2 IKEA glasses, like the typical IKEA student glasses. And I was like, where is it gone? Like, I was the sort of person who like, you know, like use it, wash it, put it away. I was like, this is so bizarre. And so one day I was like in my housemate's room, and we were just like sat on the bed, and I was like, is that my glass? On the desk with their like rubbish in it, and I was like, is that my glass? They're like, yeah, it might be. And I was just
Oh my goodness.
moving on. But they used to always use my ketchup in my family. I was like, oh, someone keeps using my ketchup, got me this really hot chili sauce to like put in the ketchup. Like, I just don't have that in me. I'm just like, no, I don't want to ruin ketchup or bring any like downer on anyone. So I still have this really hot chili sauce that I never used.
Seb, I feel like your housemates were like at some point trying to prank you with that kind of stuff. I feel like
Do you use anyone's ketchup, Seb?
Well,
Or Nutella.
my house used to get extremely tense around mayonnaise. So when we used to come in, because everyone prefers Hellman mayonnaise, and there was only one girl who bought Hellman's, and no one else bought mayo. We just used to rinse hers. And especially when we used to come in from a night out, we just mayonnaise everywhere, absolutely rinse it. And I just used to have to passively aggressively buy more mayonnaise and leave her on her bed because she used to get so angry about mayonnaise. But yeah, so maybe I'm the mayo thief. But other than that, I'm super tidy. But the thing. So in first year with the washing up, there was a lad in our flat, and we used to put his dirty washing just in his door, because he used to leave it for so long. We just pop it there and be like, oh, when you found just have a wash.
we had that problem as well.
It's such a go for it.
Oh no, I don't think I get pranked.
My housemates wrapped my bedroom in tinfoil. Everything.
Did they?
Everything in tinfoil. Well, to be
I've
honest,
seen this before.
in hindsight, it was funny. When I was actually there and I was trying to find things that were just covered in tin, like even the things in my drawers were wrapped with tinfoil. Everything.
What?
Yeah, I
Dedication.
for the time they put into that.
I do see like on like, I don't know, like TikTok, people wrapping up everyone's room in like wrapping paper.
I think you've got far too much time with your hands. Like, maybe that's what are people doing over Christmas?
Yeah, literally. It's mad. Have you? Oh.
Sorry, I've got one, right? I've got one. The one time I was pranked, which was my mate David at school.
Right.
I robbed something out of his room when he was, and I came back. It was as a joke. I came back. He'd put my tent in my room, so it's not a very big room at school, and put Vaseline on all of the surfaces. So he just got a tub of Vaseline and just rubbed Vaseline all over the surfaces, and you can't wipe it off. It just doesn't come off. So I was sliding around my room for a while. That was probably one of the worst things. Just Vaseline all over the desk, all over the door handles, everywhere.
What did you take of his?
Yeah, right. What did you do?
Borrowed his pen.
The next topic.
Did you just say what it was? Did you say? Oh,
He said let's move on.
oh let's move on. Okay. What I was going to say, have any of you guys got an advent calendar?
No.
Right, this has been the controversy of my house this year.
Okay.
Right. Do I regret saying this? No. Is there an age that you're old enough where your parents can stop buying you advent calendars?
No, there is no age.
I still ask my parents an advent calendar.
I do. I didn't ask, but like I expect.
No, but it's like a tradition.
I demand.
Yeah, it's like
But my mum bought me a Haribo chocolate. What is it? It's not even chocolate. Haribo calendar.
Yeah.
And I was quite upset because it's not like, it's like chocolate calendar. I did think it's really nice. But
I know what you mean. I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but when you're younger and you're getting older, you want to be old. So you're like, that's not cool, man. Don't do that. But then when you get to this age, you're like, yeah, can you get me an advent calendar? You know, like you go through this period of like wanting to grow up. And now I'm like, I don't want to grow up. So I actually do have one. Can you see it? I don't know.
No.
Rose advent calendar that arrived at the door.
Oh, I'm not.
Hang on, are we alone on that? Tom, you don't have calendars?
No, I don't believe in calendars.
I don't believe in days in the month.
The Gregorian calendar could go away. No, I'm not an advent calendar person.
Oh, I like to celebrate every day of the month.
Hannah's got one for every month.
Hannah, I hope we just haven't outed ourselves as like children.
My mum's bought me an advent calendar.
Okay.
Oh, what one?
Look at Sarah, brings in pain to say this.
I know. Well, I don't really like chocolate, so believe it.
I'll swap you my Haribo one.
You don't like Haribo. No, I get a lint one. My mum always buys a lint one.
Oh, that is
Oh, you.
I know.
I remember one year I saw this Thornton's one, which was like a different like truffle chocolate every day, and I was like, that'd be my dream calendar. And I only had it for 1 year, and I was like, yeah. I feel like any advent calendar gives you the spirit.
I've lived.
You know, you could get a dairy milk. Yeah, I've lived. But yeah, I did.
My brother, when he gets his advent calendar, he will just rip it open and just eat the whole thing on the first day. I remember, why don't you just buy him a bar of chocolate? Because it's probably cheaper, more efficient. Like,
Isn't part of it?
Huh?
You finished it again, no.
No, but I know a lot of people who just eat all the chocolate. I think it's going through the calendar, you know?
I think that's part of the fun though. Like every morning opening a little door and then getting a little reward.
We should get a gin one. So like, you got gin, don't you? We'll get a gin
yeah, you get a gin one.
You can get some of the Harrods ones. Like that's the type of person I want to be when I grow up. When I grow up.
Yeah,
when I'm 25.
Tom is gonna have eventually one day is gonna buy one of those ridiculously expensive Harrods ones, which is like, oh, you get a car in one of the doors.
You get a gift every day that'd be like more expensive than your like Christmas present.
Yeah,
like
some of these are absolutely. I want to know who actually buys
can
them.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't that's on my
if you get your kids an advent calendar like that, what do you buy them for Christmas?
It's like day 21. Keys.
Make them make Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
What did you say, sir?
And make them make Christmas dinner. I do have what's it called? Confession. When I was at school and did like chocolate, I used to eat all of the days before I'd go home and see my mum. So my mum would never find out that I'd been eating them too early because she'd tell me off. But I'd just eat all of them.
See, I told you this was a common thing.
The 15th. Yeah. So I'd get it, eat them up until the 15th, and then just not have any chocolate until I know.
See, I did the opposite. I used to sometimes forget on purpose, so that on one.
And then you have 2 on one.
Forget on purpose. Forget on purpose.
You're like, I can push through to have 2 tomorrow.
I just feel like third world problem.
I never had like chocolate calendars. My mum was like, no, you're not getting any more chocolate because it's bad for your teeth. So we used to have the picture ones. And it was quite a nice, it was a lovely one. They were like hand painted little windows that were really cute, but we never had chocolate calendars.
You know what, Tom, that's interesting because I know we talked about you spent some Christmases, I suppose, like you said, in China, but they didn't really celebrate more New Year over there, didn't you?
Yeah, it's more like Chinese New Year. Was the
have you been in China for that?
The Chinese New Year?
Yeah, have you been over in China? How was that?
It's really fun. Like, to be honest, the last time I actually had Chinese New Year in China was probably when I was eight or so. And there was just so much food. And like every occasion is just food. And you have it's a sense of like being together. So lots of food over New Year's is circular. So like these thing called twangyan, which is like gluten balls. They're literally balls of gluten filled with like sesame paste, and you boil them, and they come in like a really nice little like sugary soup. Anyway, they're really lovely.
Did you used to do
we used to do a lot of like firecrackers and like all of that. And there's a bit of like trivia. I don't know if people actually care, but the reason you have firecrackers at New Year's is because traditionally, the legend goes that every year there would be this monster that would come around and eat the children from the village, which is called a yen, which is the monster. And the way that the villagers found out to get rid of the monster every year was to throw firecrackers at it. And so you throw firecrackers at the end at that time when the monster comes around. And there's like a celebration of get rid of the evil energy and then start anew.
Oh my gosh, I love
so
that.
nice, so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That is so nice. It's so nice how like people's Christmases are so different and like new. Like I know, like even talking with like housemates and things, like even within that, everyone does things so differently, and like it's really nice to like hear.
In France, they have this tradition called Gâteau des Rois, and it's cake, and they have I forget what the thing is called now, but they have this little piece that they hide in the cake, and there's a weird tradition that you have to they cut in the cake, and he did it. It was the first time I saw it. My French housemates, where they were talking, I was like, I didn't really know what was going on when they were doing this tradition because it's the first time I've ever seen this. He went under the table and he randomly allocated the slices. And the tradition is if you find that I think it's called a trève, and if you find a trève and you bite into it or you find it, you get to get the crown. It's quite dangerous because it's quite like it's solid. If you bit into it, you'd lose a teeth.
Oh shit.
But then I think the tradition it would date back to when it for marriage, for royal marriage, and it was for finding a wife or for the
what? Like no.
Yeah, you find it everywhere in all the bakeries. They do these cakes, and they're lovely cakes. It's like almond and delicious. But
wow.
But they put a coin in each cake, or is it like a ball bearing?
No, it's literally just one kind of figurine, and it's when they make the cakes, they put the figurine in the cake,
right?
And then if you get the slice with the little figurine in, it's like tiny.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
Crown to wear,
Medieval Tinder. There we go.
I love this. It's like matchmaking at Christmas.
Exactly.
Maybe we should do one. We should do a sad one. We
Okay.
put something in there, something to lose.
Right, yeah, sure. Yeah.
But anyway, random story, but I just love Christmas tradition.
Yeah, I love it. Like, I think for some people, their shit at Christmas will be very different. So you kind of like have to adapt to traditions.
Yeah.
Because some people won't be going home or like have loads of like family they'd normally see, and it's a very weird thing because people are so used to it, like one day being a certain way.
Yeah.
The thing that changes is straight away in my mind. I've never done this, but I think we spoke about it the other day. People that go out on Christmas Eve with their mates to the pub, have a lot to drink, and then go home for Christmas Day. Apparently that's I know it's.
I have heard that, yeah, but
No,
I'm in bed by 10 waiting for Father Christmas. I am.
And it's there with the blankets.
Yeah. Having my last chocolate in my advent calendar. Eating my Christmas Yorkshire pudding wrap. In bed already. Oh no, Christmas Eve we get pajamas. Has anyone got like a weird tradition like that?
Do you open Christmas presents on Christmas Eve?
No, we just get one present, and that's.
I've heard of that. I think that's crazy.
Some people get like a Christmas Eve box. Like at kids, I'm seeing kids now like having like a box that has like a movie in it or stuff to do on Christmas Eve.
I can get that, to be fair.
Getting more extra every year. Like.
Though, to be fair, I feel like the reason for that is like if I was a parent, I'd be buying the Lord of the Rings extended edition so they could just watch it. And then
they'll be like, what is this movie? And you'll be like, well, so they sorted that. So you're gonna have to watch it. I wanted you.
Have to watch it, aren't you?
Yeah. Have you guys been and got tested?
No, I haven't. I'm waiting until I'm about to go home. So I booked one for next Monday.
Yeah, that's sensible. I went for my first test.
How was it?
It was fine. Like you literally just go. I arrived and I was like early as always. And I was just like, oh, do I go in or do I not? And anyway, I just like watched somebody else go in before me, and I went in. And
where was this?
Hayden Ellis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Hayden Ellis, and first time I've actually been in there as well, and that's pretty cool. So like I went in, and then you have like a straw and a pot to collect your saliva. And sounds so grim. And then you walk around, you pick a stool, and then you're literally just there. And I was like, do I take my mask off? And I'm like, obviously can't give without taking my mask off. I did. I took my mask off, and then you have to like
salivate into a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, salivate into a straw. But then like there was so many bubbles, it just got so messy.
Oh my gosh. What if you were a shy salivator? Like,
yeah,
what?
well, you can't be shy when you're there. And also, like, my friends are like, oh, it's so awkward, it's so quiet, they need music. So I was like, oh my god, is everyone gonna hear me? Like, but it was fine. Like, I went and it was fine.
They
Like,
should play like. I suppose
I couldn't even tell if people were around me. And when I walked out, like once I'd done it up and washed aside and stuff, I actually like walked out and I was like, oh, there's those people here. I didn't even notice because it's just like you're just kind of like so focused.
You can't be shy to spit, Hannah. You just got to spit.
Yeah, well, that's what I did. And then I just scan it, and I've got to wait. I'm waiting for a result. So,
is there a limit on how many tests you can get from that? So is it just one and you offer more?
I think it's one every 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, and if you tested positive in the past 8 weeks, you shouldn't get another test.
Because it can, because it's so sensitive.
Yeah.
But it, it is really.
How do you get your results now? They're going to text it to you or?
Yeah, they'll text me. Pop me a cheek.
Carrier pigeon.
Yeah, carrier pigeon. I'm expecting it.
Oh, that pigeon in your office the other day.
Oh my goodness.
Had your results.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What happened? I saw the pigeon.
So we were, who was it? I think it was Jude and Georgie and myself, and we were sat like apart in my office, and then Georgie saw this pigeon just like walk into my office through the window, because like these windows that open up that much, and it just walked in nonchalantly, and I was like, oh, they do that all the time. And then as I like stood up to try and usher it out, it panicked and freaked and just like started flying around the room.
Oh no.
And then obviously like it obviously tried to get out through the glass, but obviously didn't know it was glass, so it kept like hitting its head on the window. It was really sad, but like also we were all like panicking because we didn't want to get this pigeon flying at us, or worse, defecating everywhere. But like eventually it just calmed down a little, and we managed to shoo it out through the same window it came out.
Imagine Luke in that situation.
As long as it's not a seagull.
Not like seagulls.
Oh my god! Have I told you about a story about Goujon and a seagull? A Goujon, like a chicken Goujon. Like disclaimer, you might have noticed the outfit change for the finale.
That's how committed we are to this. We gave you guys a costume change in the middle.
Yeah, and a scene change. Tom, you've got a different background.
Yeah,
I've just realised, Hannah, we stopped on your discussion about the Goujon.
No, you'll never know. I feel like I should leave it hanging. And if you want to find out,
the Goujons.
If you want to find out about the Goujons,
it could be an in-joke. It could be an in-joke. If you've got this far in the podcast, next time you bump into any of us, just mention the Goujon and we'll know exactly what you're talking about.
And then we'll actually tell you the full story.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like the Gavin Stacey, like Brennan. Remember the camping trip? You never know. You never find out. Oh yeah.
It's like a
trip, you mean? Not
Sorry if you're Gavin Stacey.
No, that's the joke. Said though, it wasn't a fishing trip. It was a camping trip at the end.
Luke, you can't.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, should we? Right. Should we say what's happened with the Zoom session?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what actually happened? Yeah.
So, we all got so excited about the Goujon story that my computer crashed and we lost the footage. But Tom came to the rescue, and I don't know how you found that, but like I did some weird stuff on the Zoom thing and we got back the footage, but we had no outro. So here we are. Should we go around and say final words and do like Luke, do you have any final words?
Yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully it's been good. I think we're planning on doing a weekly kind of podcast, finalizing the name. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it as much as we have. And in the meantime, hope you have a really good Christmas. And don't forget as well that the societies are doing showcases over a couple of weeks now leading up to going home. And if you're interested in doing something, then you can just check out cardiffstudents.com. And I wish you a very Merry Christmas and happy winter holidays.
Everyone's popular. I can hear their emails popping up. Tom, do you want to go next?
Just thank you everyone for listening, and thank you for everything that you guys have done this whole year. It's not been the year that we've wanted, but I think we've basically got out of it unscathed. So I think just well done everyone, and hopefully we're in the clear now. Well, with the vaccine news and all of that lovely stuff. So hopefully we'll be able to go back to some resemblance of normality soon. But in the meantime, have a fantastic Christmas. And yeah, we'll see you in January. Oh my God, yeah, January.
No, how crazy. Seb, your final words?
I would just say, and I think it was brought to light yesterday, I think, you know, the students have done a lot to look after themselves and look after each other and look after the community in Cardiff, and it's only a handful that have not followed those restrictions. And I think it's a credit to Cardiff University students of the sacrifice that you guys have made, and hopefully things will look better after Christmas. But yeah, looking forward to the second semester and how things will go. And also thanks to Hannah and Luke for being hosts. Look forward to coming on again.
Yeah,
If we're invited, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I'll have a nice
After this one, we'll be like, not them too. No, thanks. I can't top your words. So thank you so much, you guys, for joining. And if people are watching and made it this far, thank you for staying tuned. Have a lovely Christmas, and we shall see you next week in the bowl. Bye. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, let me get my tinsel too.
So one of my mates, oh, this is so good. Is Tom, do you reckon Tom can hear me?
Yeah.
What?
Just chatting about nonsense. Dream deep, heavy sleeper. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Oh my goodness, is this recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.